What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Verge Customs. I know most of you guys are probably coming by wanting to see me working on the RV. I do have some work going on with it. We've got to at least get it buttoned up and closed up before wintertime hits. Can't have it sitting here open through a West Virginia winter. That won't be a good thing. Got some things in the works, trying to get a building that is big enough for me to fit the RV inside of, so that I can do everything proper on it, because it's a little more work to it than what I had originally thought. It needs some wood replaced on the walls, so we're gonna have to we may have to take that thing completely down and rebuild it from the bottom up. I'm not sure, but for today we've got a 2005 Pontiac G6 having some starting issues. I think I've got it narrowed down to the ignition switch being the main issue. So we're going to pull the dash apart, get that changed out, get it running again, and get it back to the customer. So stick around, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you want to see more of so we can get it in the works and get it on the channel here. Let's get to it. Unsnap. I'm pretty sure it unsnaps the OBD2 plug off of dash panel. Maybe, possibly. Yep, just like that. Set that to the side. Remember right? I had some screws inside here somewhere, I think. Replacing the entire ignition switch. Well, that didn't have much, did it? And I don't want to take the whole dash off. Hi. Yeah. Well, like it or not, guess what you probably have to do? Take the whole flipping dash off. It's not nice, GM. It's not nice at all. Small ones, yeah. A little bit bigger than that. 15 instead of a 10. Alright. So, around the bottom of the dashboard, you've got 9/32 head, or hex head screws. Up here in the top of the speedometer control, or instrument cluster, whatever you want to call it. This thing up here where all your gauges are, you got two T15 Torx head screws. You got a loud barking dog. All because the mailman's a quarter of a mile away at the bottom of the hill. Alright, so two T15 Torx head screws. Then your instrument panel surround should pop out entirely. Overly strong clips for a bezel. Good grief, Pontiac, what were you thinking? I guess they thought this was going to be a convertible or something. Jesus. Let's see if I can get this airbag to go off of my face, because I did not disconnect the battery like I should have. Alright. Now, no, really, I'm serious. If you're doing this, you should disconnect the battery first. Because if that goes off with me sitting right here leaned up against it, it's not going to be pretty. And I probably won't get a chance to upload this video. So if you're seeing this, it probably didn't explode. Good. Got 4 9/32 hex head screws around the instrument cluster. So, instrument cluster should be free to pull out far enough to get the wires unhooked, which is going to be one plug here in the top. The steering wheel barely moves out of the way far enough. Alright. That unclips from there. That unplugs from there. Set the instrument cluster to the side. Open sesame. Come to Papa. Bring your butt out of there. What's the magic word? I don't know this time. Alakazam. You need a bigger knife. Go get a hammer. What's the deal? I don't know. Come on, just let go of it. It's not yours anymore. There we go. Come on. One more. You can do it. All right. It can't be that daggum difficult. Come on now. Here we go.
Hey, look at that little puppy.
is, man, if any of y'all watching this video design cars for Pontiac, don't tell me about it, because you won't like my response. And this thing right here is a piece of junk too, because it likes to do stuff when the key's off, and it shouldn't be doing stuff. Probably the root of 99% of the electrical problems in this car is right here in this box, I'll bet you. I hope you guys are keeping track so you can tell me how to put this back together. Haha! That's what told me. It should pop right out of there now. Look at that. Good stuff. Okay, now then. We have to unplug the brain power of the ignition switch right there. And then we need to unclip this bad boy down here, which is for the ignition lock. There's a lock right here that holds your key cylinder in when it's in the locked position. And what's plugged in here is the cable that goes to your shifter. I don't know if you can see that little piece of metal up in there. You put the key in. Open sesame. Here we go again. Alright, first of all, that pops out. So now, yeah, if you look up inside of there, don't know if you can see it or not, there's a little white plastic. So when you're in the off position, that little white tab will go up there and stop your shifter cable from being able to move. Right? Right. Okay. Instead of trying to slice my fingers off with the daggum knife, I'll get a screwdriver out, and that pops that free. There you have your key tumbler. See? Nothing to it. No resistance, no detents, no clicky clickies, no nothing. It's just a simple key cylinder. Now, this little thingy in here, that's your detent. That rides in the grooves there in the bottom of that plastic ring, and that's what gives you your different key positions. This is the old guy. We're going to set that up there. We're going to go ahead, we're going to turn this over here. It's got a little spring here to hold that out. So it'll push in. And that's actually in the off position back there, so that's got to be turned one click. Then we'll push this up in. We've got off, locked. We've got unlock, accessory, on, which turns the battery on, and then you've got start, which has a spring kickback on it. Alright, so that's in. We'll put that back to the unlocked position so that we can put in the shifter lock. And then we test that. Yep, that's that. And then That works. Now we start reassembly. Yeah, in the home stretch. I went ahead and put the other side back together in the glove box and everything, since you can't see that from that angle. And yeah, just got to get this underside of the dash over here put back together, and I think we'll be done. Probably should have tested it before this point, but you know what? After looking inside of here, I'm pretty sure, well, even with just my diagnosis, I'm pretty sure that was what the problem was, for sure. And after looking inside of here, I'm even more confident that I was right. So, we're just going to go with that. Oh yeah, I'm not putting that together right now, back together right now, because I'm going to show that to you guys here in a minute. Alright, so this is the ignition module that we just changed out. This is the bad one, the old one that came out. And what you've got is, when you turn your key, this thing in here turns. Got all these little fingers on it, little metal fingers that make connection with all the pieces of copper on this here piece of breadboard in here. Now, alright, so as you turn it, it's going to pull your main power coming in and go to your accessory and your on, and you've got your start and run positions in here as well. Just makes contact with all of those. And what we were having is, we've got a couple of bent fingers from getting warm in there, and maybe the metal's just kind of flexing and moving around, and they're also daggum, focus. 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 Hello. Yoo-hoo. Where are, there you go. Gunky, dirty, worn, yucky. Yeah. So just once in a while it was deciding it didn't want to make contact correctly. So every once in a while it wouldn't start like it was supposed to. Okay, so if we did everything we were supposed to do correctly, well, we got a dingy dingy. And she runs. Good enough for me. We out. Alright guys, So like I said at the beginning of the video, we've got more work going on with this. I'll have a video coming out on it soon. Like I say, it's going to take a little more work than what I originally thought when I got it and when I started on it. You always find more when you tear things apart, and I just don't want to put it back together and try and leave it at that. I want to do it a little better and make sure it's going to be right, so if I sell it, then the next person doesn't have that to deal with, at least. But stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. I hope you learned a little something, maybe, and I don't know. If you've got a project sitting out in the yard that's been sitting there forever, go pump up the tires, move it around a little bit, at least kill some different grass in the yard. Do something with it. Don't just let it sit there and rot. But until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.